for advanced typography this semester is a multi-piece project that's going to involve rebranding and developing several elements for a restaurant rebrand. You are going to pick a local, small restaurant with maybe unprofessional branding and menus and turn it into something that could be either a fancy destination restaurant or a national chain. And how many components you make will depend on whether you are an undergraduate or graduate student. Menus, and everyone's going to do a dinner menu, are one of the most important sales devices a restaurant has. They are still traditionally, I've seen a couple of exceptions, printed, because printed is just much more practical. And as such, they give the designer a lot of creative opportunities to present content. And I have just a few. I know everyone has seen a lot of menus, but I have just a few to look at. And you could tell from type choices with this first one that this is a somewhat upscale restaurant. They are using ornamentation to depict, I guess, old world standards and classiness, and they're using a typeface that has a certain sumptuousness and luxury feel to it. And this just happens to be Lion Hall in Clarendon, which someday I hope to get back to when the pandemic is behind us. And restaurants use multiple menus, so this is a table tent, not a literal tent, but something that probably sits in a card holder, and that's their happy hour menu. It allows them to put it out quickly and take it away quickly when happy hour is over. Another restaurant in DC, a fairly upscale French restaurant, Le Diplomat, and here you can see the elegance is added with these little drawings of food items and kind of the rich color scheme. Oop, in the wrong direction. There we go. This is a restaurant that no longer exists, but was kind of a nice delicatessen place. And this is their drink menu, which is often a separate thing, and that will be one of the options for the extra components, is a drink menu or a table tent or a brunch menu or something along those lines. Now, national chains tend to be a little bit splashier and tend to show the food. This is, I don't remember who, but one of the big Tex-Mex chains like TGI Friday or along those lines. Kind of a very different, much more visual presentation. Ruby's Tuesdays. And another one of the big chains, but though this one's a little bit less visual. A wall display. Some restaurants are sort of a little bit more, give you the illusion that you have more control over what you eat by letting you assemble foods in various ways. And even McDonald's is doing that sometimes, or was. So your handout will give you some options for components that you can make to fulfill this requirement, but everyone is going to do a rebrand, a logo, and typographical choices, and then that rebrand decision is going to populate across a number of pieces, including a dinner menu, possibly advertisements, possibly a website, and that sort of thing.